So all of these reps, you said, and I've seen you. Obviously, I've seen your stuff. You do work out with the weighted vest.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm an old guy, so recently I got stupid with the weighted pull ups, and I got some tendonitis. Aldo's dealing with with an elbow thing. In your training, especially for these high or doing these high rep sets, did you happen any type of injuries or tweak anything or where?
No, I'm gonna knock on wood on that too because no, I know my body and I respect my body. I really respect my body. I don't let myself get in the ego, and I speak about the ego a lot with my swimmers because the ego prevents you from really reaching your full potential and your goal. So ego's respecting where you at in the moment, not where you were or not where you think you are. Really where you are. So I listen to myself. I know that I'm older, right? Yeah. So that's why you hear me say, yeah, warm up 22 minutes. I rotate between running and running hills. I always mix it up with some type of rep. I write everything down. So I start small. Sometimes when I'm stopped for a little bit or a long while, doesn't happen often. I start with five. If I got five good ones, I got five good ones. If I
Hmm.
have 10 good reps, I have 10 good reps. Whatever I have that, I'm going to start with do 10 for 10. Or if I have 20 good reps, 20 for 10. Then I'm going to do maybe go from 10 to 20 reps, 20 sets. Then if I'm at 20s, then I'm going to go 25. So it's like just building. I build little by little, little by little, little by little, little by little. So when you see me doing 2,000 reps, that was the first and only time I ever did that. Now, leading up to it, did I build up to it? Yes, I did.
Right.
So it was just another thing where maybe 1,500 reps was my max, or I think it was, I think it was in or around, maybe it was a little bit less than that. I had already did the maintenance. I already did the groundwork, right? I'm not looking to go from here to here, right? I'm looking to go from
Right.
here to here. And I keep
Hmm.
it realistic here and here. You understand?
Right.
Um, I write out my workouts when I'm sore for the next day because it tells me, oh, your shoulders is on fire, but we want to work on some other part of the body. Let's focus on that. And then I do full body all every day,
Hmm.
most days. So my body is ready for it. And because I have access to a pool, I make sure if I'm doing something that's like a lot, that's more than I would normally do, I have to incorporate some type of swimming. Um, and it's, just listening to your body, hydrating your body with water, eating certain foods. I don't know. I think it all helps for the longevity, but
Right.
you got to find your niche. And finding your niche is you just really taking that time to sit down with yourself and answering those questions for yourself. I think a lot of times people are into this researching, always looking outside of themselves for answers. Very rarely do you hear people say, oh, I came up with this move by just working out in front of the mirror. Work out in front of the mirror is going to teach you a lot about movement, a lot about your body, a lot of areas that you may not even thought of because the book that you're looking at or the person you're taking from, they skipped over this.
Hmm.
Right.
So I like to do a lot of work within myself and just really just be honest with myself. Do you think you could complete this? Yes, no, maybe so. Whatever you're unsure of, the only way you're going to get sure about it if you try,
Right.
right? And sometimes we have to abandon what we think we're capable of doing, and that's okay within the training session. But guess what? Like I tell my swimmers, yeah, you got through this workout, but it could be done a lot better. We will revisit this next week.
Hmm.
So yeah, I've been lucky.
Good.
That's a really cool strategy you use. So you don't really plan your workouts. You go by your journal. So you
Yeah,
so
so that's my way of planning it. Yeah,
mm,
like how I'm writing it out. So I want to say like about 2 3 years ago, I did like a 31-day full body transformation challenge on my channel, and it really works if you do it.
yeah.
Yeah, especially because those are the same exact exercises and movements I used to get my first pull up, right? So it's just really isolating yourself, no equipment, really getting down to it with the burpees, the planks, slow reps, fast reps, slow to explosive reps, doing all these things to wake the body up. Because you got to understand the foundation is the strongest part of your training. And the thing is with calisthenics and most training, once people they could walk, they could stand. I won't even say walk. As soon as they can stand, they want to sprint.
Mm.
So that's also too why people calisthenics has the reputation of not nobody in calisthenics does legs. Like what? You understand? But I understand because of what they're sharing is pull-ups, muscle-ups, pull-ups, muscle-ups, pull-ups, muscle-ups, push-ups, muscle-ups, pull-ups, dips. And and it's
I'm guilty. I'm guilty.
because they can't wait to be like, look, it's like it's something with the psyche, like just being like in a position of power, reaching for
Mm.
the tallest tree, the apple in the tallest tree. Like this shows the growth, right? Because people never celebrate the seed that's planted, but the stock that comes from the seed, right?
Hmm.
Mm.
Because you can feed, you get resources from it. But no, everybody forgets the seed that was planted, how you had to nurture it, you had to water it, how you had to also give that plant love. You understand? How you had to do research to better help the conditions of the plants. How to treat the plant in climate change, stuff like that. That's all the things you learn in your foundation. So when I take off a week or a month or two. Sometimes, I usually this is my bulking season. I like to get my weight up, and then once the spring starts, the spring equinox starts, I start trimming. But I master my body weight with the weight gain. And then a competition comes and they just add a weight vest or a plate. This is me a couple months
Normal way.
ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So it's hello. This is
Mm-hmm.
not this is not external to me. This is me 2 months ago. And it's gonna be me again at the same time of year again. So all phases you gotta master yourself. And I think that also prevents injury.